Hello everyone, and welcome to the Elmhurst College Human Geography for AP Graduate Program webinar. I'll be your host. My name is Dr. Rich Schultz. I'm the program director, and I will give you my contact information at the end of this webinar so that you can contact me directly. I want to talk just for a moment about what the impetus was for starting this particular program, which is rather unique. There are very few programs that specifically accommodate secondary educators in the area of AP Human Geography. A number of years ago we found out that the number of students who were taking AP Human Geography in high school had been on the rise. Since the early 2000s, when the AP Human Geography first became available as a subject area in the AP testing, it had great appeal to students. From that time, we've seen the number of students who are taking the exams each year continue to rise until this past year, 2014, when we saw well over 35,000 students who were taking the AP exam. So to that end, we need additional secondary educators to be able to teach the AP Human Geography for their students. Unfortunately, there aren't a great number of secondary educators who have a background in this particular area, specifically in geography, so they need a little bit of professional development in this area, and that was really the impetus for starting this program. In being in contact with the National Council for Geographic Education, I know a number of the AP Human Geography teachers were requesting that professional development programs and graduate credit offerings become available. So that was really the impetus for starting our program. Let me talk just a moment or two about the Human Geography for AP program at Elmhurst College. First of all, it's an entirely online format. Makes it convenient, and it makes it accessible for the secondary educators to be able to get the training and the professional development that they need in the area of AP Human Geography. It's cohort-based because we know that the secondary educators like to be able to share the exercises, their experiences, and go through this as a support network together. So we expect that there will be a fair amount of networking that will be going on, and we'll be facilitating this through the National Council for Geographic Education, whom we have a partnership with, to be able to speak to the geographic alliances in each one of the states as well. The program itself is convenient in that it's self-paced on a weekly basis and adheres to a weekly module format. What that means is that participants are able to log in using a username or password onto our learning management system, which is Desire to Learn, on a weekly basis starting on Sunday, and be able to access the information for that weekly learning module up until the subsequent Saturday evening, at which time all the assignments are due. All the material will then be archived for later viewing. So from each particular module, all of the content will be available throughout the entire course, and participants can go back into the archive to obtain the content. The exercises, the assessments, quizzes, things of that sort were already due, so those won't be available after their due dates, but all the content will. We use explicitly the ArcGIS online software. In May of 2014, the Connect Ed initiative was announced by Esri and the White House as something that would be free to all K through 12 instructors. All institutions across the United States now have access to the ArcGIS online organizational accounts, not the free accounts, but the organizational accounts, and that is available to all institutions in the K through 12. That's a huge benefit because this software can be used to help instruct students in the AP Human Geography area. There really isn't any need for high-end computer or software purchases or installations because it can be run from any device from a browser. In our program, we'll assist participants in being able to obtain the software and the licensing for the organizational accounts for ArcGIS Online. One of the nice benefits is that you'll have access to veteran instructors in our program for assistance. One of those happens to be Dr. Seth Dixon, whose website, his Scoop It site called AP Human Geography, is famous for the amount of information and content in studying for the AP Human Geography exam. So that's something that Seth has been doing, and he's graciously helped us out in being able to teach the first course in our program. So you will have access to his expertise in AP Human Geography. He'll also conduct weekly webinars in his course, as well as weekly webinars that will be conducted by our instructors on a weekly basis through each one of the courses throughout the program. Now, the program curriculum itself has three particular options for participants to choose from. The first option, which is new to us, is a not-for-credit, and it includes CEUs for secondary educators. The pricing on that currently is at $800 per course. There are 5 8-week-long courses that are entirely online and geared specifically for secondary educators who are teaching AP Human Geography to earn CEUs as part of this program. Again, this is a not-for-credit, but it will earn you CEUs. The second option is one that has existed in our program, and that is the Graduate Certificate Program, where participants will earn graduate credit. Currently, that's priced at $450 per credit hour, or $1,350 per entire 8-week course. Again, the courses are 8 weeks long. They are entirely online. They are geared specifically for secondary educators teaching AP Human Geography, but others may benefit from some of the spatial components in using ArcGIS online as well. So we also will have professionals from other disciplines and other areas besides AP Human Geography that will benefit from our courses. The Graduate Certificate Program obviously earns graduate credit. There are additional exercises, assessments, and there are additional learning outcomes as part of the Graduate Certificate Program. Finally, an option for students to continue on past the Graduate Certificate Program and proceed directly into our Master's Program in Applied Geospatial Sciences. So students who would opt for this would earn a master's degree at $725 per credit hour. There are 4 8-week-long courses that are from the Graduate Certificate Program, of which I just spoke of, and 6 courses that are from our Applied Geospatial Sciences graduate program. Again, as in all other aspects of our program, all of the courses are entirely online. They're conveniently accessed through our learning management system, Desire to Learn. They're geared specifically for educators that are teaching AP Human Geography, and in our master's program takes a step beyond that into folks who are much more interested in the geospatial industry itself. They would earn full master's degree in Applied Geospatial Sciences with a thesis as well. So that's 3 options for participants in our program. Again, a non-for-credit, a graduate certificate program consisting of 5 courses, and a full master's consisting of a total of 4 courses from the Graduate Certificate Program, plus an additional 6 courses from the Applied Geospatial Sciences Master's Program. I spoke previously of program access via our learning management system, which is referred to as Desire to Learn. You can see on your screen here where Elmhurst College has a portal. You're able to, as a student, access the Desire to Learn by clicking on the EC Online Center, which takes you directly to the Desire to Learn front page, at which time you'll be able to access the courses that you were enrolled in. Once the students are registered, they're issued just a username and a password to be able to log into the campus portal, at which time they'll click on EC Online Center, and that takes them directly to the learning management system. There is not a need to, again, type in your credentials in order to access the learning management system. So what you'll see within the Desire to Learn is all of the assignments, the readings, learning outcomes certainly for each one of the modules, the screencast or the voiced over lectures in PowerPoint, if there are animations, numerous video clips that are available as part of the instructional process, outside readings as well as textbook readings, exercises and assessments including concept quizzes on a weekly basis, exams for those who will be part of the 4-credit program, and weekly assessments to be able to provide feedback to our instructors and to myself as program director for improving the program in the future. So there's a fair amount of material here that is accessible on a weekly basis as part of each one of the learning modules that are part of each one of the courses. Again, each of the courses are 8 weeks. I spoke of the Connect Ed initiative, and this is something that was recently brought out by Esri in being able to initiate the free K-12 software at the Esri's ArcGIS Online. Those are organizational accounts, and again, what you can see in front of you here is the URL for being able to access a request to have ArcGIS Online at the organizational level as part of your institution. There's no software installation, there are no updates that are needed, no service packs, or anything that's required by the student. It's simply accessed by any device via a web browser. So you can read a little bit more about that at the URL that's listed at the bottom of the screen here, connected.esri.com. I'd like to bring about some of the benefits of the program here. I mentioned before that this is a unique program. It's brought about by the need of secondary educators to learn a little bit more about how to teach the intricate details of AP Human Geography. The AP Human Geography is considered one of the more challenging AP content areas by the College Board and by the students who take it, and therefore there's a fair amount of content in a variety of different discipline areas that has to be presented as part of that particular course, and that the students must address and learn as part of the process in taking the AP Human Geography exam. So the students in our program are normally secondary educators. They may have some background in teaching AP Human Geography, but they may also be brand new to it. We teach Geographic Information Systems use, or GIS use, as a tool. We teach exclusively using the ArcGIS Online software, and all of our instructors are those who have had vast experience with AP Human Geography, both in teaching it and in putting together, in the case of 2 of our instructors, some of the best practices for teaching AP Human Geography. I think you'll find that our instructors are the top of their field in terms of AP Human Geography. We went out and tried to locate the best possible instructors we could in order to make this something that was a worthwhile professional development for the secondary educators who would take part in our program. It's really the only one of its kind in the U.S. that's specifically geared towards teaching AP Human Geography, both at the graduate certificate level and now as part of a non-credit as well as a full master's degree program. The curriculum is aligned with the Geospatial Technology Competency Model. If you haven't heard of that, that's something that was put together in the summer of 2010 by both the Geotech Center, the Geospatial Technology Center of Excellence located in Louisville, Kentucky, as well as the U.S. Department of Labor. And it includes a number of geospatial types of skill sets that would benefit the teachers, the secondary educators, to know when passing those along to their students who are going to be taking the AP Human Geography subject exam. Now in our program, all the coursework, of course, is online. The graduate certificate program can be completed in 9 months if all the courses are taken in consecutive terms. That's true also for the not-for-credit courses. All 5 courses can be completed certainly within less than a year. It's about a 2-year effort for the full master's program after taking the initial 4 courses in the AP Human Geography and followed up with the 6 courses in the Applied Geospatial Sciences graduate program. As we mentioned before, there's the option to be taking the AP Human Geography courses for CEUs, for graduate credit in order to obtain the graduate certificate, or again towards a full master's degree. Now the current cost is going to depend on which of those 3 tracks that I just described you decide to take. The first track with no formal credit, earning CEUs, is $800 per course. Again, each of those classes are 8 weeks in duration, so you're looking at $100 per week for each one of those courses. If you decide to pursue a graduate certificate program, the graduate credit towards that certificate is currently priced at $450 per credit hour or $1,350 per course. If you decide to pursue the full master's degree, it is currently priced at $725 per credit hour or $2,175 per course. Please consult with the Elmhurst College School for Professional Studies for more information, or if you have additional questions. You can see the phone number here in front of you on the screen, 630-617-3300, or their email address at sps@elmhurst.edu. In addition to being able to have access to the learning management system and the coursework and the content, all the students will also have access to the dedicated GIS server, which includes the full license version of ArcGIS 10.x. All extensions are included as part of their tuition as well, and students who are enrolled by virtue of Elmhurst College having a site-wide license with Esri, they have access to a number of the Esri virtual campus courses as well. And if students are interested in that, we can provide additional information as to what the courses are and how to go about taking those from Esri. I might also mention that we will help and assist any of the participants in our programs with their institutions being able to obtain the organizational account for ArcGIS Online as well. Finally, for further information, as I mentioned, I'm the program director, Dr. Rich Schultz. My phone number is 630-617-3128. That is a direct line. My email address is richs@elmhurst.edu. And you may have further questions about registration for these courses and applying for the courses through the Elmhurst College School for Professional Studies. Mr. Patrick Trattina is the contact person. His phone number and email address are listed there. If you have any general questions, you can contact the Elmhurst College School for Professional Studies at the general phone number 630-617-3300 or by email sps@elmhurst.edu. Thank you very much for your time and for listening, and we hope that you find that the Elmhurst College Human Geography for AP program is something that would be of value to you in the future, and we hope to see you as part of our next cohort. Thank you so much for listening.